We can all agree that money is a difficult thing to come by. It requires you to change into something new, to become smarter, to work more, and to make sacrifices you may not be willing to do right now. Even with that, you might be involved with certain habits which aren't yielding you any good outcome. So, here are 10 signs you should be looking for that proves you're still poor. Hello guys, and welcome to Luxury Society. Number 10, you didn't manage to save any money. You've probably heard it a million times before, and you're thinking, here we go again. You may assume you don't earn enough money to save, but that's not the case. Even if your income doubles, you won't be able to save 10% of your earnings if you can't save now. You may think that if your income quadrupled, your lifestyle would stay the same, but that's rarely the case. People who spend their entire paycheck frequently alter their lifestyles to accommodate their financial limits. See what happens when you try it out for yourself. Examine your purchasing patterns over the last 2 weeks to see which purchases were unnecessary. We guarantee you'll find more than 10% strewn about on goods you didn't need or want simply because you went with the flow. Number 9, you still expect to become rich quickly. True wealth takes time to amass. It takes a lot of bricks to build a decent wall. It's the same way with wealth. You might have always dreamt about what it would be like to inherit $1 billion, or thought about what it's like to win the lottery, or find out you've inherited a fortune from a long-lost cousin. In fact, the idea of having more than a certain number of digits piled up in your bank balance itself can result in a dopamine rush. Those who are serious about being wealthy don't waste time daydreaming about it. Instead, they get down to business. In contrast to everyone else, they're steadily growing wealthy. It'll take years to accomplish this, and you will not notice much development in the beginning. However, it's a waste of time to expect the universe to provide what you desire instead of you working for it. The key is that you make your life what you want it to be. Number 8, you believe that hard work is all that's required. Let's put it this way. If hard work were the only requirement for success, coal miners would be the richest people on the globe. Building and sustaining wealth demands the coordination of a varied range of abilities. Only one piece of the puzzle is hard effort and discipline. Your ability to self-discipline, encourage yourself, learn, adapt, and use the technology available to you will all be important. You must consider the big picture here. Why not start business and sell your goods all over the world instead of operating a small store in your neighborhood? As a first step, start a store and then figure out how to expand. This is something you can accomplish on 1,000 different platforms. Experiment with it to see how it can help you on your journey. Number 7, you don't read for personal development. Around here, we've always been big fans of reading, especially in this day and age when people are constantly bombarded with distractions. We've recommended so many books in our channel that you should be able to live a healthy and financially secure life by now. Reading can be a relaxing activity, but many people are unaware that it can also be a teaching tool. Instead of being entertained, read to gain knowledge. Reading is a fantastic method to expand your knowledge of the world and yourself. You'll have direct access to some of the world's most innovative thinkers. All of this data may be found in books and on the internet. In fact, you may even consider it as the 21st century's breathtaking splendor. Due to the technological advancements, you can receive that value for the lowest price ever. All that's left for you to do now is go get it. Number 6, wealth is frowned upon in your religion. It has always been a difficult subject when it comes to religion. People are most sensitive to this topic than to almost anything else. Many people, however, are held back and unable to escape poverty because their chosen religion despises growth and wealth. Many religions believe that the wealthy have no place in heaven, or that if you live a poor life, you'll be rewarded with abundance in the afterlife. That is, however, not a risk we're willing to take. The amount of good you can accomplish in the world has nothing to do with whether or not you believe in a higher power. According to statistics, the poorest people on the earth are also the most devout. These have the tiniest impact on humanity's growth or other people's well-being. Number 5, you only have one source of income. Every person's life eventually reaches a point where they must evaluate the worst-case scenario. What if you were hit by a car tomorrow and were unable to return to work in the same capacity? Would you be able to look after yourself and the people you care about, or would they have to? Diversification of revenue streams comes into play here. In other words, don't put all the eggs in one basket. Regardless of your income, start putting money aside. Look for additional options for investing your money. They may provide you with a smaller return, but they are less dependent on you. In the long run, real estates, royalties, and other people's businesses can all be important assets. Number 4, you require the assistance of others to motivate you. One of the most crucial inner abilities to possess is this. At times, you'll have to rely on sheer willpower to get through your journey. You must be defending yourself and calling yourself out on your make-believe tales in your own corner. the way we arrange our lives is influenced by our daily emotions, that is self-evident. As a result, one of the most fundamental requirements for success is the capacity to discipline your mind and habits, and you will never succeed without a strong attitude. If you have trouble paying attention, being self-disciplined, or forcing yourself to move forward, we have bad news for you. You're nothing near a millionaire. Number 3, you're having financial difficulties paying your bills. You have a low-paying job because you spend little to no time honing a critical skill set, and even when you're paid, you waste money on frivolous purchases. You know how frustrating it may be to have your lights turned off because you don't have enough credit to make a phone call or enough money to pay the bills that come your way. It's likely that you don't understand how the world works if you have no idea how you got into this situation. Don't get us wrong, you should do everything you can to enhance your skills and knowledge, and fortunately, the internet is full of resources that may help you get a head start on your goals. You must sit on the right side of the table, and you need to work on your performance. Number 2, problem with drugs or alcohol. Chemicals or companies that work hard to keep you addicted may still be in charge of your life. You're not a free man if you're dominated by something, regardless of how much money you have. Even though slavery is no longer practiced, substances or businesses that work hard to keep you addicted may still influence your life. For example, smoking is bad for your health. Life should be pleasurable and beautiful, and you want to live as long as possible and in good health so that you may completely appreciate it. It's no secret that the wealthy live longer than the poor. In this case, you won't be poor financially, but you could live 10 years shorter than someone else simply because you're making poor choices and losing control of your life. Number 1, you're unable to grow your income level. A person can be trapped at the same income level at times. They can change occupations or work harder, but their incomes will remain unchanged. It could appear as if there's a barrier that no one can overcome. You probably believe that to get more money, you need to work 60 hours a week, get a PhD, and network. However, more money means more challenges and obligations, which isn't ideal if you're currently working 2 jobs. In an ideal world, this would imply that you have more than enough money. But you know how reality is. It chuckles as we make preparations. A person becomes accustomed to their existing financial situation, learns to live on a budget, and may even become upset if their pay is not boosted quickly. As a result, emotions of inadequacy and guilt continue to exist. Then they miss out on all chances that are above their existing level of income because they are accustomed to living on the same income. So, what other signs do you think we missed in this video? Start commenting on your answers in the section below. With that being said, do drop this video a like, subscribe to Luxury Society, and push the bell icon. See you soon!